Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you're watching this broadcast. This is Dr. Eric Tangumonkem with IAM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. You who is an immigrant, there is great potential in you that propelled you to move, to leave behind comfort, the things that you've been used to, the things that you're comfortable with, in pursuit of something that is bigger and better than your wildest imagination. I want to welcome you to this broadcast, and I want to encourage you to do me a favor by inviting other people to join us. We're going to be talking about money today, and it's going to be interesting. Do me a favor, share this broadcast, invite other people to join us. It's not possible for me to interact with you directly at the moment. However, you can leave your comments in the chat below. And if you want to get hold of me, the number is 214-908-3963. If you rather use the email, it's eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. This is day 24. And we're looking at the 24th strategy that you must use as an immigrant if you want to excel, if you want to do well. I've said time and again that the 52 strategies that I've put together, they are part of a roadmap of success, a roadmap for you as an immigrant to excel, a roadmap for you as an immigrant to do well. It's going to help you avoid making the mistakes that some of us have made. While it's okay for you to make your own mistakes, it's not okay for you to repeat the mistakes other people have made. And all these 52 different areas, it's a call for you to think about them. It's a call for you to focus on them. It's a call for you to grow in all these different areas if you want to do well. The quickest way for you to become successful is to identify those things that are under your control and take control over them. The fastest way for you to become successful is to focus on those things that you and only you alone can change. And all these 52 different areas that we are looking at are areas that you have control over. There are areas that you can do something about. If you are joining us for the first time, I want to encourage you to look at the past episodes. We've talked about many things already, and there is still more in the pipeline for us. Let's talk about remittances today. Let's talk about sending money to your country of birth to help your family, help your friends, help your relatives, and help the country. Let's talk about sending money to your country of birth. When you look at the exchange rate between the US dollar and most other currencies in the world, apart from the pound sterling, most of the other currencies, you have a multiplier effect. In other words, a dollar is going to be worth much more when you convert it into many other currencies. So technically, most of you, out of a sudden, have become millionaires. Some of you are multi-millionaires. When you convert your dollars into the currency of the country that you migrated from. It's a new position of power and control that you've suddenly found yourself in. Don't let it intoxicate you. Don't let it derail you. Don't let it push you to make decisions and take actions that are going to undermine your health, undermine your marriage, and undermine your why of migrating in the first place. If you don't listen to me carefully, you will think I'm against remittances. Far from it. What I'm going to be talking about is the danger of toxic charity, is the danger of not teaching people how to fish, but focusing on giving them fish, is the danger of creating a culture of dependency. It's a danger of taking away people's dignity and self-worth. It's the danger of stealing other people's dreams because he has short-circuiting their growth. While in the short run, it makes a lot of sense to dump money on any problem that pops up, because right now, by virtue of the multiplier effect of converting dollars into other currency, it appears that you're having a lot of money, which in actual fact you don't. It may make sense in the short run to throw money at every problem that pops up. In the long run, you are undermining your own financial well-being and the financial well-being of those that you are dumping money at. Winston Churchill summed it this way: no matter how good a strategy is, it's always good once in a while for you to evaluate it and see how things are going. I want to ask you this question and be honest with yourself and honest with me. I'm having this conversation because, as I've said, I want you as an immigrant to excel, to succeed. You are the person in this country, you are the person who understands how whatever money you're making is being made. Those that you are sending money to don't know any better. You are the person to educate them. You are the person to help them understand what is happening. However, it's a difficult conversation. But you've done many other difficult things. For example, being able to move from your country of birth to the United States, you should be able to face this one as well and do what is right for you, your family, and those that are looking up to you. I pity your situation because out of a sudden, you are the go-to person. It's a double-edged sword because since you are now the go-to person, you've now occupied a position of power and control. When anything happens, everybody's looking up to the uncle in America or the aunt or the son or the daughter in America. You are now the go-to person. Initially, you're going to be thrilled by this newfound power and control that you are having. Now you can command people around because you send money, and money speaks very strongly. However, I want you to know that you should send money to your country of birth with caution. I already told you, I stayed here for more than 10 years. I did not save a dime. It was being financially reckless, both to me and to those that I was sending money to. You have to balance things out. If not, all of you are going to end up in a ditch sooner or later. Yeah, we have jobs in the United States. People get laid off. If you don't know that, wake up. Welcome to the United States. That job you're having today may not be there tomorrow. By the way, each dollar that you earn, there is a portion of it that does not belong to you to spend now. And when you are in the mood of each time your phone rings and somebody needs money and you have to send the money no matter what is happening, and you forget to know that you are supposed to also be preparing for the rainy days, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are doing a disservice to those that you are trying to help. Now, picture this scenario. If you are in a deep hole and somebody is out of the hole and are trying to pull you out, don't you think it would make sense if this person throws a rope to you and ties this rope on a firmly established tree that cannot be moved? What option will you take? That the person trying to pull you out holds a rope and tries to pull you out, or they anchor that rope very well and you are able to pull yourself out? If this person is trying to pull you out and you are heavier than them, you risk pulling both of you into the hole. And that is what most of us are doing financially. And let me shock you. You may justify it, without me, my family is going to perish. Who told you that? If you drop dead today, life is going to continue. Life is not going to stop because you died. That is the truth. If you drop dead today, the same people that you think are not going to survive because you are not there, they will survive. You need to understand that. You are not God. Out of a sudden, you are now positioned and you look at yourself as if you are now God in the life of these people, that without you, their life is going to end. No, they are going to continue living if you get out of the picture. I'm talking about this because of the havoc this is causing in relationships and the stress and the frustration that is bringing. That is why it's very important to realize that the demands on you have to be redefined. You need to re-educate those that are around you. You cannot neglect taking care of your health, taking care of the important things that are in your life at the expense of becoming the local or the village hero. People are going to look up to you and they will need help, but there is a better way that we're going to talk about, that you should think about going helping people. Just dishing out money is creating a culture of dependency, is toxic charity, and it's taking away people's dignity, it's taking away their creativity, it's preventing them from maximizing what they're already having. Don't send money to people to eat and drink. Look for opportunities to empower people. Unfortunately, it's easier to drop the crumbs and keep people in a place of dependency. You may not disagree, you may not agree with what I'm saying. I want us to have that conversation. I want us to think through it. How much help have you done with the money that you've been dumping without thinking through? How well is it going? Have you solved all the problems? Or the problems keep popping up one after the other, one after the other? If you're just responding to the symptoms and not getting to the root cause of what is going on, you are not going to win this fight. Send money to your country of origin carefully. Some of you ladies, you're married, Your family is pressurizing you. You must build us a house. You must do this. You must do that. Some of you are bought into it. You are building these houses. Your husband is not even aware that you are carrying such projects. You have to work 2 extra jobs just to raise money for that project, and which means you're never at home, which means you don't have time to take care of your family, your relationships, and the strain is there, but you just have to bear it. You could control that situation. You're not at the mercy of it. And likewise, you husbands, you are not also free. You're carrying this huge project, and your wife is not even aware of them, and there's a lot of strains and pressure in the family. You can control that. You don't have to carry unnecessary load on you. Never forget your why of moving in the first place. If you plan well financially and you leverage the resources you're having now and you multiply them in the long run, it's going to be beneficial both to you and to those you are trying to help. I want you to think about it. You have now become the financier. Don't place yourself in a position that you cannot sustain. Toxic charity is detrimental. Remittances have helped a lot and are still helping. But we should do it in a better way. It's something we're going to talk about in one of the broadcasts, because each year billions of dollars are sent in remittances, but there isn't really much to show for because that money is not channeled in the right way. And nobody is talking about the impact sending remittances is having on the families and the lives of the immigrants. We need to have this conversation. It's very, very important. I want to thank you so much for listening. You've listened to Dr. Eric Tangumankam with IAM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. Until next time, God bless you.